Namaskar, I am Dr. D.R. Patnaik, Senior Meteorologist, India Meteo Department, New Delhi. Today I will be discussing about the past week weather conditions, how it relies over different parts of India, and what we are expecting during next 1 week. So this is the monsoon season, and the main feature of this week is how monsoon has progressed from southern part of India toward the central India. As you will know, the monsoon onset was on 29th of May, just few days before the actual onset date of 1st June, normal onset date of 1st June. But it was slowly progressing northward. And today we have seen that the monsoon line has, if you can see this northern limit of monsoon, and it has crossed, cover many parts of the country, central India, and just like Gujarat state, entire Madhya Maharashtra and Marathwada, some part of South Madhya Pradesh, most parts of Vidarbha, entire Telangana, part of Chhattisgarh and South Odisha, and most part of coastal Andhra Pradesh. So that means we are just almost around the middle line we have covered over the western part. However, slightly it has not yet progressed toward the eastern side that we are expecting in next few days. And this is the major synoptic features that were prevailing during the last week. And since there was no low of monsoon depression, it was only the, you can see here, WD was also there on northern India, is approaching here. Then cyclone circulation and trough over western coastal region, and also the east-west shear line here you can see from northeast India. So that's why these systems have given some rainfall over uh, northeastern and eastern part as well as the western part, and associated with this thing monsoon has progressed to the north. You can see here how this object means insert satellite imagery where the convective area prevailing, and also the right panel is the observed rainfall on day-to-day basis. If you see here, yes, more convection over the western part there, and also the eastern belt and northeastern belt, and associated with this convection you can see the more rainfall over the northeastern region and also the west coast and south peninsula. And this has associated with this rainfall, monsoon has progressed during the last week. And if you see the rainfall amount wise on day-to-day basis in the last week, yes, very heavy rainfall at some places have occurred. There you can see the sub Himalayan, West Bengal, and Sikkim. Then also on 11th, very heavy rainfall. So many places over the Konkan, west coast, and mainly over the sub Himalayan and northeastern side, we have got good rainfall. And also rainfall started increasing on 13th June. Extremely heavy rainfall also occurred over Meghalaya region, and we can see the in the next slides how magnitude wise it was very extremely heavy. And also on 15th also extremely heavy rainfall has occurred over Meghalaya. And if you see the magnitude wise, yes, on 10th June sub Himalayan West Bengal, and only we have noted here the rainfall amount more than 10 centimeter, and most of the region over the western coastal state, and also eastern and northeastern state. So that's on day-to-day basis you can see how rainfall has increased. And on 12th June just see Meghalaya Sohra has reported 37 centimeter, so it is quite big amount actually. And also some of the western side also has got good rainfall, like just like East Rajasthan, Konkan and Goa. And main features of this last week rainfall is that on 14th and 15th, particularly on 15th, you can see the very heavy rainfall, extremely heavy rainfall, with Cherrapunji reported 91 centimeter. This much amount of rainfall, as actually you have seen, this has caused widespread waterlogging, flooding over that region, and yeah, Assam and Meghalaya state. So this you can see how amount was very high on that day on 15th of June. Cherrapunji reported 91 centimeter. But season-wise whole, if we see, though the many stations have reported good rainfall on over on eastern and northeastern part and also the west coast part, but country as a whole, if we see the current week means previous week, that means 9 to 15th of June, rainfall reported over India. So only it is concentrated over the eastern and northeastern states actually, and some parts of your South Peninsula. Otherwise, whatever rainfall occurred, it is less than normal. That's why we are not mostly it is deficient, red or yellow large deficient. Other green few normals are there, and excess or large excess are that blue colors are. But so if you see the quantitative rainfall over all India and also over the four homogeneous region, yes, during the last week, 9th June to 15th June, all regions were deficient except Northeast India. East and Northeast India only received the above normal rainfall plus 34%. That is the thing reflected here. Otherwise, all three regions rainfall is less. Though the rainfall amount was, we have shown good rainfall, but with respect to normal, it is the less rainfall we have received during the last week. And country as a whole also last week, it was minus 24%. Similarly, the cumulative rainfalls in monsoon season, actual rainfall accounting started from 1st June onwards from the season, and this is only 15 days we have covered. So 15 on 1st June to 15 June. If you look at this figure, this is also more or less similar to the last week features. So that means all three regions are deficient, but only the eastern and northeastern part is still it is showing normal. It is not normal 14%. Otherwise, large deficient you can see are the remaining region northwest India, central India, as well as South Peninsula. As a country as a whole, from 1st June to 15 June, still it is minus 32%. That means monsoon is subdued till now. And that you can see how the day-to-day rainfall has during the 16 days till today. Yeah, this is the country as a whole. Only on yesterday, that 15 June and then 16 June, the rainfall received was above normal. Otherwise, from beginning, from 1st June to 14 June, it was less than normal, although on 12 June it was close to normal. So that means that is the thing, that monsoon has not yet picked up, and the rainfall is still on the net. But yes, the good sign is that last 2 days the rainfall has increased and it is above normal over the country as a whole. And region wise also, if you see northwest India, northeast India, central India, South Peninsula India. So South Peninsula sometimes yes it is above normal. Then yes, the vertical peak you can see the days where we got above normal rainfall, and east northeast also started good rainfall last few days. Otherwise, the northwest India and central India still not rainfall has not yet picked up, and we are looking for this thing. Monsoon will come again to good phase. Then only we will be getting good rainfall over central India, and the vertical peaks will be crossing this red line. And this is the temperature, and since rainfall has not yet picked up over the region, many parts of the northern part of central India and northwest India, eastern region, UP, Bihar, that's a temperature also quite high. Means you can see here the maximum temperature, and this is the minimum observed minimum temperature. On this is the animation page figure, and when we see the weekly between 9 to 15 June, what is the maximum temperature recorded, and this is the your anomaly. So if you see the anomaly, yes, mostly except northeastern part and some isolated pocket over the western the Rajasthan and Gujarat region, otherwise it is above normal. But major warming is over this one: East UP, Bihar, Odisha, Jharkhand, uh, then Haryana, Punjab, northern part. So this is the belt where maximum temperature were above means quite high anomaly wise also, and minimum temperature also more or less similar picture. That means above normal minimum temperature over this belt, and as associated with mean temperature also is more or less dominated by the maximum temperature anomaly. If we see the associated with that temperature anomaly, what we saw in the last slide, last week heat wave condition also prevailed on mostly over the northern part and the eastern belt, and East UP, Bihar, Punjab, Haryana, Jharkhand, East MP. So these are the regions. On some occasion like 11th and 12th, more regions were also having a heat wave, as you can see, but the belt remains almost the same, and remaining day 13, 14 also isolated pockets of heat wave reported over Delhi, Jharkhand. This is so the belt. Maximum temperature that was the above normal. So that is the region where we got the heat wave also. Now the current situation. Current situation is that still a monsoon, as the monsoon has not yet picked up, it has started picking up, but still we measure system like low pressure area, depression, that is not yet there. But yes, presently, if we see the set of cyclonic circulations, many cyclonic circulations are there. WD, 2 WD approaching here, one is approaching and one is overlying over here, and also the cyclonic circulation over South Peninsula region, and this drop particularly over the northeastern to your West Rajasthan, East Rajasthan region. So this is the main weather system prevailing as of now. That means still we don't have now the low pressure area or depression. And associated with this present system, and this is the forecast from the global forecast system model. This is the mean sea level pressure, and this is the wind at low level, and rainfall. So if you look at here, this isobars, this is pressure lines. That means it is becoming closer also, and we are expecting rainfall over this part, and also some part of the eastern India, and this model's rainfall is indicating that means the monsoon will likely to cover again in next 2-3 days. More parts of the it will like to progress north, west, as well as toward the west. So that we are expecting favorable conditions are there, and in the next 2-3 days monsoon will again progress to the north as well as western side. And as with respect to the warning, as you know, we are giving 5 days warning, and with the different color codes symbol to take proper action, whatever the needed. And if you see the day-to-day forecast 16-17, yes, the heavy rainfall, extremely heavy rainfalls are expected over this belt, that northeast India. As a result, red color warning are given, and red or orange color warnings are given. So that way precaution need to be taken, and that water logging, already rainfall was more during previous 2-3 days, so that actually cause severity. That severity is further increased because of past rainfall, and that's yes, warning is given, red warning is given for 2-3-4 days over the northeastern states, and the precaution should be taken for that one. Now this is the extended range forecast. We also run our couple model for next 2 weeks forecast. So what we are expecting, and if you see, this is the week 1 rainfall from 17-23, and this is the week 2 rainfall 24 to 30 June, and this is the anomaly. So that means first week, yeah, WD associated rainfall is expected over northwest India, and mainly this northeastern belt. You can see here large positive anomaly, and that's why the warning is also given over this belt, that we will be getting more rainfall over this thing, and also the part of your South Peninsula and adjoining central India. So the monsoon which slight progress over based on this thing. But when we come to the week two, yes, more parts are getting above normal rainfall, and monsoon also will cover more part of central and northwest India during the next 2 weeks. So that second week, that means we will be monsoon will be progressing more to the north and north as well as westward. And since the monsoon is also giving good rainfall, WDSO rainfalls are there, so that means significant temperature wise, we are not going to get a significant heat wave type of condition during next 2 weeks. However, there will be isolated pockets where the temperature will be above normal, but heat waves are no significant heat wave conditions are likely even during the first week, as well as also during the second week. But yes, there will be anomaly, positive anomaly also will be prevailing over some parts of eastern and central India as well as northern India. So this is the yes our apps, and how we disseminate our warning and also the forecast through various platforms. We are using our websites, and we are using different type of apps that are being used and disseminated to all Agromet, Lightning Forecast. So many Mosam app, Magdut app, Damini app. So these are the web. So we are also available through Twitter, Facebook. Okay, so all these forecast and warnings are disseminated to the users, and and we will be again coming back with our next update during next week with our future conditions what we are expecting to get. Until that, thank you, goodbye, namaskar.